Are you filming?
Yeah.
I am Leon, and this is
Calla.
and we are the Callian
Show. That didn't go together.
We decided that we wanted to take all of the things we do, like being silly and reading poetry and making music, and combine them all into one little YouTube thingy-mabobber.
Big YouTube thingy-mabobber.
Big
This is gonna be a
YouTube
big
thingy-mabobber.
thingy-mabobber. We're gonna
This famous, and actually,
actually, is there an end to that sentence? I'm wearing goggles, and she has a TARDIS hat.
Mhm.
And
Oh, another important thing you both need to know.
it's super fun. And these are Slytherin ties, even though mine's fake.
We're in Slytherin.
My Slytherin tie deserves a little screen time.
We are the Slytherin house.
Slytherin. Ta-da! We're gonna be reading poetry today. Get excited. It's gonna be good.
Here, Calla,
My hair
just
is crazy.
stand there, and I'll do something odd.
Okay.
Okay,
That don't make any sense.
should we just...
We should skip to the poems now.
Poetry!
Okay. So, I am the Calla half of the Callian Show and such. And I'm going to be reading a poem because we like to read poems on this show. And it is called Telemachus' Guilt by Louise Glück. And if you don't know who Telemachus is, he's a character from the Odyssey, which is a terrible good book. I don't know how you would describe it, but you should read it someday if you haven't read it yet. Okay, so this is Telemachus' Guilt. Patience of the sort my mother practiced on my father, which in his self-absorption he mistook for tribute, though it was in fact a species of rage. Didn't he ever wonder why he was so blocked in expressing his native abandon? It infected my childhood. Patiently she fed me. Patiently she supervised the kindly slaves who attended me, regardless of my behavior, an assumption I tested with increasing violence. It seemed clear to me that from her perspective I didn't exist, since my actions had no power to disturb her. I was the envy of my playmates. In the decades that followed, I was proud of my father for staying away, even if he stayed away for the wrong reasons. I used to smile when my mother wept. I hope now she could forgive that cruelty. I hope she understood how like her own coldness it was, a means of remaining separate from what one loves deeply.
This is a poem written by my character Lily from a story I wrote in August. But it's also written by me. Because writing for me is a thing that has I can't explain it, but it's got me and it's got her, and it meant a lot to me at the time, so here it is. Sand. Do people ever truly love you? Or are you just a piece of sand, a rock in a sea of so many other rocks, and they might pick you up because you're prettier? Or because you have some other desirable trait? Some people like the small rocks, you see. Others the large ones. Some appreciate shiny or just a different color from all the rest. All of them, though, find it so hard to crack through the outer shell to find out what is inside this little tiny stone. It's just so small that it doesn't work. You can't cut into it, and every time you try to smash it, it rolls away. I want people to find my inner shell. I know that there's someone worth loving here, but I just can't present it to the world. Will I ever be able to do that? That's such a terrifying thought, that I will keep on going, not showing the world my true colors, never showing the world my true self. Just an endless line in which I want more and more and more, and it never ends. What is the meaning of life? Our ideal philosophical question, something we say in order to seem smart. And when we truly consider it, we know that there is no answer. Sure, you can say what the point of life is, or what you want to do with it, but who will ever know why we're really here? On this little orb in the middle of emptiness, where magic happens to exist. And around us are other orbs, some extremely bright, lighting up the orbs that can't make their own light. But in the end, they're still all just rocks. Some are big, and some are small. Some are shiny, some simply a different color from all the rest. And in such a large scale, there is nothing to use to crack open one of these rocks, these planets, these galaxies, these suns. There's still no way to truly find out what's on the inside, to find out who we are inside. And still we try, but still we fail. And we wonder, will we ever really succeed? Do we want to succeed? It's like the answer to any question, because what if I don't want to find out? What if life isn't what I want it to be? What if we're insignificant, or this is just some weird never-ending dream and we're all totally alone? I mean, who would want to live life like that? Who would live like that? Who is it that wouldn't give up? Life. Tell me what it means.
Yeah.
We read beautiful, glorious poetry of Doomful Joy.
Doomful Joy. Doomful
It
Joy.
locked my
Because
head.
joy is doom.
That's what, do you ever have, like, phrases in your head? Because I have Doomful Joy. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.